series. This is part 1 of basics, so an intro, and we'll start this journey with a bit of talking from me, and then we'll jump straight away into some code to get you excited. So the first thing to understand, especially if you have never had any contact with programming, is that programming is a lot more than just writing code on the computer. Programming is more of a way of approaching a problem and understanding how to break it down in smaller pieces and then working those smaller pieces and getting a solution for each of them. It is a bit abstract and has a lot to do with imagining structures and how to approach problems. The syntax and writing code is actually quite easy, as you'll see. The difficult part is really to break down a problem into smaller pieces and creating all those structures that will help you solve those problems. And this only comes with practice, so it's really important to do exercises and practicing. Just watching these videos by themselves is just not going to be enough. You really do need to practice. So let's start with a bit of theory about what we're going to do today. We are going to create a small Java program. And in a Java program, you have at least one class, like the one we're going to do today. But your Java program can have as many classes as you want. For your standalone Java program, your classes are going to have loads of stuff, like variables, methods. But at least one of them is going to have what we call the main method, which is the place where your program starts executing. So let's get started. The first thing that you actually need is a Java development kit on your machine. If you have it already, that's perfect. If not, check this video explaining how to install and configure it properly. Now we're going to need a text editor. I'll be using Sublime for the time being. There's a link on the description below for you to download if you want, but we can use any editor for the time being. Later on, we'll be using an IDE, Integrated Development Environment, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. Okay, so let's get started. The first program that we are going to create is going to be the Hello World program, which is basically a program that writes Hello World to the screen. So we start by creating a folder where we are going to store all our source code. And I'm going to call it part 1, like so. Now I'm going to save this empty file inside that folder with the name hello world.java. This name is very important. You could choose any other name that you'd like, but it's very important the way that you write it. So now we have the file there created. This is the source code file. As it was explained on the animation, we are creating a class. And the first thing that we need to do is to define this file as being a class. So I write public class hello world, exactly the same way as I saved the file. And I do these curly brackets, and this means that everything that's inside these curly brackets are going to be part of the class hello world. The public keyword basically means that this class is visible to all other classes. It's not going to mean a lot right now, so just make it public, and later on it will make a lot more sense. Now inside this hello world, we could have a lot of things, but the one thing that we know that we are going to want to have is the main method, as I explained in the animation. The main method is the method where a program starts executing. And to define it, we basically say it's public. So public static void main, and takes in as arguments a string array that we name arg, and we open curly brackets and we close them. So everything that's inside these curly brackets over here, it's going to be inside the main method, so it's going to be part of the main method. And because the main method is inside the curly brackets from Hello World class, it means that the main method belongs to the Hello World class. Public makes this method visible to other classes. Static is a little bit difficult to explain right now, so just bear with me and write static, and later on it will make a lot more sense. Void means that the main method returns nothing, and whatever is inside these parentheses is the arguments that the method accepts. And the main method always accepts a string array that, for this instance, we named arg for arguments. Now let me just say that this line, that defines how this method works, and it's named. This is called the signature of a method. So whenever I say this method has this signature, this is what I'm referring to. Now inside a method, we are going to have statements. And the one statement that we need to make this program print things to the screen, it's going to be this: system.out.println. We open parentheses. We write hello world inside quotation marks. We close the parentheses and semicolon at the end. We always end a statement with a semicolon. So this is basically the way that we write to the screen hello world. Let's give it a run. So we go on to the console. In Windows, I'll explain to you in a second. We go to the folder where we have the file. And inside there, we have the hello world file, like so. The first thing that we need to do to execute this code is to compile it. So to compile it, we say Java C, Java compiler, and we give the name of the file, hello world.java. We do it like this. Let me just save this first, like this. And when we do that, we get the class created, the class file created. So now we not only have the hello world.java file, which is the source code, now we have a compiled version of that source code, which is the hello world class. Don't forget to save before you compile. Now to execute, we just call Java, and we say the name of the class that we want to call. And this makes Java look for the main method inside and execute it. And there you have it, hello world. Now if you're running on Windows, I have this all set up already. You get a console by writing cmd, which gives you the command prompt, which is basically the same thing. We go to the folder, like so, and we do the same thing. Java C, hello world.java, and then we do Java hello world. Congratulations, this is your first program in Java. On the next tutorials, we are starting to look at variables, so it starts getting a little bit more exciting. But until then, if you'd like to practice a little bit more, do a few more classes that print things to the screen using a main method, get used to compiling it and running them. And I'll see you on the next tutorial.